All right, we are back here for session 2 now. And just a quick recap, our group of adventurers met up. I'm going to pull up the map here real quick, see if this works. Share screen, there we go. So our viewers can see they are up here near the very top of the crossing, heading towards the Badlands with their ultimate goal of getting down to the city of Dior to deliver some items that they've been tasked to carry by the League of Far Reach. So that is the objective there. I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. And as a quick recap, as you all met and introduced yourselves, and Laird tried to steal boxes from the girls through a game of weighted dice. But then you all met your...
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
You all were attacked by... was it giant vultures? I'm drawing a blank now. It was giant vultures, wasn't it? No, it was hyenas. That's right. Yeah. Giant hyenas, which you all fought off valiantly. Unfortunately, the stubborn, not well-spoken knight Hammond was killed in the attack. So his box with the little mysterious lock in there is up for grabs for anyone who wants to take it. But you have Vilken, who's your very astute-looking shepherd to guide you across the wasteland, is standing there, and that's the recap. Really quick for our viewers, Will can show us a quick sketch of what the party members look like. If you want to share your screen.
1 second.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Can you send us the link again for our character sheet?
Of course.
Thank you. Can you send it on Facebook?
I can. Un memento here. Give me a minute to do that while Will pulls up the sketches.
Yes, I've been trying to figure out how to do this on this computer, so give me just 1 second here.
Yeah, no worries.
After you're done sending that link, Josh, I would like to say that Laird is already stripping armor off of the sheepfucker's body, and is just throwing it into a pile and is preparing to sort it for putting into his bag.
Excellent. That sounds very Laird of you.
Thank you. Like in addition to a couple of other things, obviously the first thing I look through is his bag, and I just kind of open up a ration because free ration. And start. I kind of chew on that while I'm working.
You find 22 gold on him.
Ooh, fantastic! That's 22 more gold than I had, I think. Well, just now.
Nice. Yeah, actually, for starting gold, if you all would like to roll, and Katie and Sydney, I can roll for you guys if you'd like. Just roll 5d20, and that's how much gold you start with.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm going to go to a dice roller for that.
Oh, there's Laird for our viewers. Look at that.
Hey, there's Laird.
That's awesome. Cool. I love the axe. It looks very like marauder, like scavenger-esque,
So that's actually his club, because I've never played a character with a club. But that is a gun stock club that he may or may not have gotten through nefarious means, but it also serves as a walking stick for him.
Oh, that's awesome. And his little like sunglasses, those are great.
Oh yeah, like Will basically nailed it right up front.
That's delightful.
I'm starting to become the bat out of Anastasia. The more I talk.
There's Ari. That's so cool.
I love that one.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome. I love the outfit and the magic, the plant magic coming out of her hands. That's so cool.
Aurora.
Very nice.
That's awesome. I love the axe and the rabbit features. That's so cool.
Very nice.
Vicor.
Yeah.
Very Vidalkiny. I love it. I love the outfit too. The grid you got there, Will, is very like the symmetry, and then the stuff over it is really cool.
Yeah, I like the borders too.
Yeah, very fancy. And there's Rogzit. Your happy cleric. I love his face. I love his smile.
Joyful being.
I love it.
He's got that that Lieutenant Armstrong vibe out of Full Metal Alchemist.
A little bit. Definitely want to convey that like toxic positivity.
Toxic positivity. I love it. That is brilliant. Well, everyone, so you stand by the crossing entrance, and Laird has already taken all of the armor off of the unfortunately deceased Haman. Who claims his little box of the locked box from the League of Far Reach?
I do.
Okay,
At the
You
side, just pick it up.
cool. You pick it up and add it to your inventory. Awesome, awesome. And so Vilken looks at you all and says, "We make the crossing at nightfall." And he goes back into the little bunker and kind of takes a rest. What do the rest of you all do? You have about 6 hours till sundown.
Should we bury our comrade? Does his kind deserve a burial?
Well, if you want to dig a hole, please, by all means, waste the energy for going across the desert. I personally was hoping a big wind would come along and he'd just become a dune. Here, you know what? I've actually got an idea. This is going to be perfect. And I'm going to take his body and I'm going to pick him up and kind of like drag him over to the front door and lean him against the bunker and be like, there, now he's a scare hyena.
Toxic is gonna walk over. Have no fear. The healer will take care of this, and I'm going to try to channel divinity and restore. Use my channel divinity to restore us all with 2 hit points.
Nice.
Ooh,
Do you need
how
to-
fancy.
Yes, everyone gets 2 hit points. Katie and Sydney, I'll put that on your character sheet to make sure that's reflected there. Because Sydney, you're at full health, and Katie, you took a little hit during the battle, but you have 16 hit points out of 21.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I'm just going to sit there and look expectantly at Hammond and wait for him to get up for an uncomfortably long time.
Sad.
Mhm.
He does not get up.
Come on, up and down.
You know, does that spell supposed to make zombies?
No, I'm a healer, not a necromancer.
Well,
Kratos' light will shine on all of us, and even him. Just give him a moment. He's clearly just tired.
just out of curiosity, what's the is there like a time limit? Like at what point does a healing spell become necromancy?
You know, I've never really thought about that.
You probably should. And I'm going to go inside.
What are the odds that we have to now fight a zombie? Anyone know?
Oh, if that's what you're worried about, don't worry. And I'm just going to take my hand axe. I'm just going to whack the dude's head, the corpse's head off. Like there, zombie problem solved.
Your
Very
attack
efficient.
succeeds. His head
Very
falls
efficient.
off.
Why would you do that?
So he didn't become a zombie. Did you not hear the barbarian?
He was gonna get back up. I just healed him.
Yeah, as a zombie. I feel like we're talking about the same thing here. And the only person who's had the damn thing smart so far is the girls over there. So yeah, you know what? Tell you what, if you're that worried about him getting back up, you can stay out here with them and you can just try and paste it back on, shall you? What do you think, sheep fucker? Well, you know, I'm gonna pick up the head. I'm just gonna kind of flop around the jaw. It's like, well, you know, I shouldn't have fucked that sheep in life, and then I probably wouldn't be in this position. I absolutely agree. So I'm just gonna put it right back on, and then, yep, that's
Well,
yeah.
This is not the whimsical that I envisioned when I came in with this tone, but yeah, it's going someplace.
I'm sorry, I've been writing some very dark stuff today.
It is,
So-
it is all good.
I've been writing some very dark backgrounds for characters. So I'm like, macabre, what's that? Like,
What's that?
Project Size is just gonna like twitch a little bit, and he's gonna be like, I see your point. Well, I'm sure he's better off now. And we'll walk in.
Toxic positivity. There you go. All right. Well, everyone gets a short rest before night falls. So you all stay in the bunker after that unfortunate desecration of Hyman's body. And now, as night falls, the desert starts to get a little bit colder. And Vilken says, you must follow me across the desert. Make sure that you have, we keep hands on each other's shoulders as we go. I'm going to lead us through. We need to make sure we do not awaken the Zilko Devesi.
Oh,
Bestie.
It's a creature that lives underneath the crossing, and if we do not follow the exact path, it will sense the vibrations of our movement and arise and attack us all. And we will not survive if it attacks us.
Like the worm from SpongeBob.
Pretty much. That's that and Dune are where the inspirations came from.
Yeah.
Yes.
well, I'm sure the healer will shine her light over us, and we have nothing to fear.
You have a good spirit there, cleric.
Of course.
So just
It
to
will
be
do
sure,
us nothing
want
if the
this,
Zilko Devesi attacks. So be sure to stay close.
I was going to say, you want this very close, right? So we're kind of like a, what do rich people call it? So we're kind of like a party tray. You know, we're just, we're like one of those long sandwiches that you see at the festival. We're like, there's like, you could just take us one slice at a time.
Not if you follow my lead, dwarf.
Don't worry. It's just a group of friends walking through the desert, and he just reaches over and puts his arm around it. Oh, reaches down and puts his arm around his shoulder.
He is very grimy, like very greasy, uncomfortably greasy.
Oh no. He looks at
like when you
Vicor
go
and
to-
says, tall one there, magic caster, will you take up the rear and keep an eye on if any ghosts try to follow us?
I can do that.
Excellent. You will be our eyes in the back.
And I make my way to the back and keep an eye out.
Perfect. All right. You all cross the crossing and it takes you the entire night, but we are going to do a time jump ahead, actually. You all follow Vilken. Nothing happens. You cross the crossing without any incident. And then you find yourselves in the Badlands right as the sun is rising for morning. You're all very tired from crossing the sand dunes. It was rather arduous because of the flowing sands. It felt like walking on the beach for hours, you know. But you make it across, and Vilken says, you have all crossed well, and I hope to see you under better circumstances in the future. And he starts walking away.
May the healer's light shine over you, friend.
He kind of just waves at you and keeps going.
Well, I'm just glad we didn't have to pay him.
Did he leave a map or? Oh, good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Oh,
start.
I just assumed that we all knew where we were going.
What do you say, Katie?
I start chasing him.
Start chasing him.
Very angrily asking where he's going and where we are right now.
Okay, you catch up to him, and he turns around and says, you are in the Badlands, in Akkal.
What are we supposed to do about that?
Wherever you are going, now you are closer.
You know, you all don't need to worry. I happen to be a ranger, and personally, well, once the sun's not out, then we don't have to deal with that bullshit. I believe I could get this pretty far, as long as you stick to my pace.
Aha. See, her light is already shining brighter.
That is just not the very comfortable metaphor for me. Kind of, you know, I tend to stick into caves. You know, there's a reason I'm wearing the sunglasses here.
Vilken puts his hand on Aurora's shoulder and says, you will be fine with your group. I'm headed to Rakath, and I overheard you all saying you were going to Dior. Just go south, perpendicular to the sun crossing across the sky, and you will be fine. And he begins to walk off.
Oh, I know which direction south is. That's easy. If that's all we have to deal with, this is going to be a cakewalk.
Well, you all begin journeying south, and towards the end of the day, you come upon a small village in a little desert valley. You guys are up kind of on a ridge. You can see it's got about 18 small buildings and like a little temple on the edge of town and like one kind of street running through it. Pretty small village. You would estimate the population's about 120 people. Do you all want to stop in the village or go past it?
Oh, no harm in stopping and making sure we can get some water. And Roxic will just start walking towards the village.
The moron has a point. We should probably restock on water.
What was that, Sydney?
Oh, maybe restock our rations?
Also a good plan.
Cool.
I'll
As you
let
guys,
you all take lead.
yes, Laird is not the emissary of the group by any means.
I mean, if you guys really like me to, I can, but let's just say I have a couple of negative modifiers in the whole talking thing.
Let me handle this little one,
Hmm.
and I'll walk, lead the group into the village.
You've got it, you too tall freak.
As you approach the town, there's no like town guards really, but a trio of men and women with like leather armor on. They kind of approach you, Vikor, as you walk towards, and they go, "Hail, adventurer! May we speak with you?"
Sure. What is this about?
"We represent our town." They gesture back at the town. "This is the town of Rindlauer."
Rindlauer. How far away is that from the Badlands?
We're just on the edge of the Badlands. About
Okay.
a day's travel from the center of it.
Well, me and my group are looking for some rations and to stock up on some water as well, hopefully to aid us in our journey. Would you have that here?
Absolutely, and we will give it to you for free if you aid us. We are going through a crisis of great trouble.
How can we help?
Our town god has gone missing.
Town god, you say?
Yes, we do not worship any of the Akkalese gods. We have our own deity that was born in our town and is protecting us and coming into their own as the savior of the world. And they are missing.
How did they go missing?
We don't know. They were just gone today. We think we may have tracked them up north a little bit, but north is further into the Badlands. There are creatures there. We're very worried, but if you can find our god, Extelianitis, and bring them back, we will give you all the treasures our town has. We have some ancient swords and armor and bows that have been in our possession for millennia. We would happily part with them if you save Extelianitis.
Can we see these weapons before helping you?
Absolutely. They gesture you into town and they take you to the little temple there. And in the back of this, it's a very plain stone temple with some wooden pews and a few pieces of art along the wall. But at the far end, there is a very ornamented, it's got some crystals engraved in it, like a treasure chest. And they open it and they have some swords and axes and bows and even some sets of studded leather armor that in game you would realize are +1. These are +1 weapons and +1 armors, magic items. So they do have some good treasure to give you guys.
I'll be the first to say this. In Laird's experience, cults tend to be a little tricky. So insight check.
Insight check, roll it.
Sorry, allow me to rephrase that. Do I believe his bullshit?
Roll insight.
That is a 5 total.
You believe his bullshit. This guy's totally being straightforward with you.
You know what? There's something about this guy that's telling me they're being true.
If anyone else wants to roll an insight, feel welcome.
No need. I'm very good at discerning people's intentions.
I rolled a 13 insight.
You also think he's being totally genuine and upfront. Nothing suspicious here.
Okay.
I don't think I'm smart enough to even question it.
That's valid.
Well, what do you say, gang? Let's go help someone in need and get ourselves some fine weapons for our trip into the Badlands.
Hang on.
Absolutely.
As said before, I've had experiences with cults. What does your god look like? Can you please describe him?
They all take a step back. It is a sin to describe Ecthelionitis in any way, shape, or form. It is a grave sin. We cannot do it.
Well, that makes things significantly more difficult.
Do you have any paintings of them?
No, that would also be a sin to depict Ecthelionitis in anything, but their real true form is sacrilege. We would never do such a thing.
How does one worship this god? What is his temperament?
His temperament, it changes. Mostly it's pleasant. Mostly it's thinking of things beyond our comprehension. So mostly preoccupied, I would say. We will say this: Ecthelionitis, we can describe this, wears a necklace of golden chain with a purple crystal on it. Very unique. It was mined from the far north from our town settlers millennia ago. By that necklace, you can recognize Ecthelionitis.
Is there a check that I can do to like see if I know anything about it?
Yeah, you can roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Okay.
It's gonna be a difficult one though, because you guys have never been to this land. So
21.
21. Okay, so you've heard a rumor that north of Alkalia, which is a city about 5 days away from your current location, there are legends that tell of purple crystals in those hills. They're extremely rare, but they are said to exist. So if this town's settlers had one of those, it sounds reasonable. Doesn't sound far-fetched. But a necklace such as that would be extremely valuable. It would be worth 10,000 gold at least.
Okay. I relay that info to the group.
And I'm just gonna go up to him. Well, friend, I certainly understand needing to respect your deity. Perhaps he has any. There are some kind of symbol or signs that we might be able to follow to know where to search for him.
His footsteps look like the footsteps of any other. He chooses to walk humbly among us in such a pure and simple form that the footsteps are indiscernible from that of anyone else's, really.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so afraid for about the last 10 minutes that we were going to be chasing a chicken.
How dare you insinuate such a thing, sir?
You cannot describe a thing, and I don't know what it is, so my mind conjured up that your chickens got loose.
It is the most powerful being in this world.
Why would it not be a chicken then? If I were the most powerful being in the world, I would absolutely be a chicken. I would be 18 inches tall and breathe lightning on people as a chicken. How is that not the most amazing thing you've ever heard?
Can we continue this conversation outside of our temple? We feel as though your presence might be desecrating it. Without Ecthelionitis here to tell us, we're not sure. But we would like to continue this conversation outside.
Absolutely. And that is a 15 for my sleight of hand check. I'm just going to try and take a candelabra along the way.
With a 15, you do steal one.
just like, it's like, absolutely. I would no longer like to desecrate your holy building.
You steal a candelabra.
Yes. Amazing.
Ever say anything about going somewhere? Like, does he want to be in this village, or are his goals outgrown?
The guy you're talking to?
No, the god.
Oh, he yes, this village is his home. Of course he wants to be here.
Did he ever say anything? You said he thinks about things that he can't comprehend. Did he ever say anything about like a mission he was going on?
No.
What was the last thing he said to you yesterday when you last saw him?
It is a sin to repeat the words of Ecthelionitis. Those are sacred and must be heard directly from his mouth.
Ah.
How are you gonna pass on his legends if you can't repeat anything he says?
That is for Ecthelionitis to solve, and we know that he will diligently figure out a solution to such a conundrum.
I from outside to say, all right, so can you just point us at where he like lived?
Yes, they take you to a building that looks on the outside very wooden and rustic, but inside is like marble walls, with wood outside of it to make it look from the outside like it's just one of the town shacks. But there's blankets and cloth everywhere. It's just like the most comfortable looking place you've ever seen. And there's 3 people who live there who are in like purple tunics, who are Ecthelionitis's like servants, and they all bow to you and say, this is Ecthelionitis's home. It's a 3-story structure. All of it's very ornate. There's lots of art on the wall, lots of purple and blue color themes.
Rolling an investigation check to investigate around
You may do
the
so.
area.
They're watching you very closely while you do so, but you are able to investigate around.
I was gonna assist, but holy shit, I don't need to.
While the others
22.
are looking, I'm gonna walk up to one of them as well. Not intentionally distracting them, but trying to get their attention so that I can ask about this savior.
Okay, Caleb, you do find some underneath some of the cloth is like there's like some hay, which seems weird, and there's lots of vegetables that are cut up into very small pieces that seem to be prepared in like a food area, and then there's also meats that are being salted on the second floor, also cut up into very small pieces. You also find that a lot of there's no like human-sized beds in the house. They're all very like about 3 feet long, pretty small.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Sorry, I'm whispering that to myself. I'm literally falling around Vicar and just like
I go and eat some of the little crumbles.
Do you try to do so stealthily, or do you do you do it brazenly and openly?
Yes, openly.
Okay, the little servants with their little like purple tunics just kind of stare at you and go, but you do successfully eat some of the little nibble on some stuff.
Very loud. I chew very loudly.
Oh no, they definitely stare at you, and if you try to investigate further, they will follow you because they are offended by your behavior.
While they're doing this, I'm just trying to get the servants' attention. I know this is that it's Ecthelionitis.
Ecthelionitis. One of them corrects you while still staring daggers at Aurora.
This savior. I understand he lives humbly here, but can you tell me anything about his activities or what it is that he's going to save us from?
You don't know. Only Ecthelionitis knows that.
Clearly, this is very important. The healer will definitely want to help in anything that would be saving the world.
The healer?
The
What
healer,
is this?
great. I'm just gonna like show off my breastplate with the big like embroidered symbol of the healer.
I've never heard of this being.
Kretha, she is a goddess of healing and wishes to spread good in the world.
Ecthelionitis is the only true god. We appreciate your help nonetheless.
I'm gonna
From
like
your
just
inferior deity, we will take the help.
I'm just gonna pat Rogzit on the back and say my idiot companion here would like to thank you very much for your input in this. And then I'm going to turn to him and say, I have been around for a very long time, and if there is one thing I have convinced myself of, it is that nobody ever changes their opinion. So
So,
I'm just gonna pat him on the back. Oh, that's quite all right. The healer shines her light on all.
except for these fuckers. Okay, so I would like to make a survival check, or like some sort of like I'd like to use my rangerific skills and try to figure out what direction Acthelionitis went in.
Perfect. And you can also do a nature check if you'd like, nature or survival.
They are
and
both the same for me,
okay,
modifier wise.
then do survival. And Sydney, would you like me to roll for you, or you can click it on your character sheet? I would recommend you roll a survival check to help out because your character is very good at this, like
Ooh,
tracking.
could always use some help there. Oh, that's not bad. Laird rolled an 18 total
Nice.
for survival.
Under.
What's it under?
So it should be
The
under.
middle.
Yeah, it's in like the middle, slightly to the left, at the very bottom is where it says survival.
Oh, there it is.
Mm,
You click the plus whatever number that is.
Yeah, the +3 there for you.
Good old fashioned modifiers.
Can I do some any
What was
type
that?
of like? Can I? Oh,
23.
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
nice.
23.
That's a crit. Very nice. So Ari immediately sees some tracks that look a little bit different. They don't look like regular. They look like some kind of like webbed feet, actually. But you are able to track those for sure. And they go straight up into a nearby ridgeway.
We should go this direction and follow these tracks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Really
Awesome.
quick, can I roll an insight check to see if there's anything that would indicate any type of ill intention or evil in this area? Or
You may do so.
right.
Sydney, that's your first nat 20. Good job. That's like a rite of passage in D&D. That's the highest
First.
roll possible that you can get.
First crit.
Yeah, good job.
Is that the first crit in the campaign?
I believe it is, yeah.
Oh, a
Well
double.
done.
Double plus. You get a gift certificate.
D&D
Unfortunately, yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's to Borders. So
Let's see. Oh,
What'd you roll?
natural my modifier is that it's a natural 1.
So the opposite, the lowest roll you could possibly get. These people are clearly the nicest people you've ever met.
That's saying a lot. You think everyone's the nicest person.
Well, with Ari hot on the trail, you guys depart town and make your way through the top portion of this little desert valley. And you come to a ridge, and Ari is continuing to track the tracks up through. There's kind of a canyon made by a stream cutting through, and it looks like the tracks are staying very close to the stream. But you get up further ahead, and you find an entrance to a cave where the tracks go into. And it looks like a dark cave, and there's a few other tracks kind of outside that look like they've kind of like wandered around just outside the entrance to the cave. So it looks kind of ominous and suspicious, but what would you all like to do?
thank Crom, and I'm going to walk just immediately into the cave out of the light. I'm just gonna lift up the sunglasses. Just be like, oh, okay, finally this is now I feel like I'm in my element. Now, if I could just be hunting, if I could just be hunting a person, I'd be happy as a clam.
Well, that's mildly disturbing.
I'm going to, is there like are there rocks nearby?
There are.
I'm going to take a rock and tinker with it magically to
Ooh.
create some light that extends about 5 feet in radius.
Very cool. Yeah, you take do you want to go for like a rougher piece of rock or like a smooth piece of rock?
Smooth would be preferred.
Cool. By the stream, you find some smooth rocks, and you can actually make one of those for each person to have, except for Laird, who doesn't want one. But each person to have so they can have a little light in their hands as you go into the cave.
Yep. I hand them out to the group and say, here, this should help.
Awesome. So you all have light up rocks now to light your way. Very cool. and
Are
you
they
make
artificer light up? Like you kind of like made the rock version of a potato light, or
with a potato light.
like a potato clock, but like you do it with a light bulb.
Oh, I have.
Oh yeah, because they conduct
Yeah.
electricity, right?
Yeah, the old like elementary school science thing. It's like
Oh, were you?
was-
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
okay,
I was wondering if like
Yes.
that's how you made like because like the whole
Yep.
artificer like it is kind of magic, but it is technology.
Yeah, I
It's
would say
technology.
actually you split the rocks in half, and then you make their insides glow. So they're kind of like half circles that you can hold. That the inside is shining outward
There we go.
for tinkering. Yeah, we'll say that's what happens. And you can choose what color they all glow. So you can have different colors for different people to introduce them. So you can have blue, green, yellow, red, whatever you
So
like.
mine will be blue. We can change to green.
Nice.
Some red.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm just gonna take out my mace and cast light on it.
Nice.
Hold it like a torch.
Perfect. Your torch is glowing.
Good.
Ari and Aurora, do you guys choose different color rocks that you want?
Yes.
You were gonna say something.
Oh, I was gonna ask, could I roll a stealth to see if we can quietly go through this cave?
Absolutely. You certainly can.
My color is gonna be purple.
Nice.
Good choice.
I will take blue.
Nice.
And I
Good
roll
color.
2.
22. Oh, very nice. Yeah, you go in and you're just like, your footsteps are completely silent as you walk into this cave. So can everyone else roll stealth checks? And because you see Ari going in so quietly, you just kind of follow her. So everyone else gets advantage on their stealth rolls because she's doing so well. As you just
Thank
follow
goodness
her
for
lead.
that advantage as I get a nat 1.
Oh God.
Yeah, thank goodness for the advantage because I have.
Whew, okay.
So I am just gonna say a little prayer to myself of, oh please light my direction and cast guidance on myself for this check.
Nice.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. Laird is in his element in that cave. It's totally
Mhm.
silent.
I think I'm having a technical difficulty.
I can roll for you if you want, Katie. That's no problem.
Yeah, do that.
Cool. I will do that real
I
quick
think
here.
I didn't log in on this computer, so it's just not letting me.
Oh, that's fine. I'll roll for you then. No problem.
Also, there's a really good dice roller. If you go to Google and you just search dice roller, you got all the options for polyhedral dice, and it's actually a really good little thing.
Cindy has one.
Check it out.
All along, she was just hiding it from me.
The only thing I did to prepare when we started 2 weeks ago.
Nice. Did you get that Mighty Dice app?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one. You can choose the color of your dice and everything. It's great.
Nice.
I love it. But Katie, I rolled a 19 for you. So with your modifier, that's a 21. So you're moving like a rabbit at night, just real quiet and soft, you know?
All right.
Will, how was your roll? Oh no.
Another nat 1.
What?
Damn right.
2 ones in a row?
Damn straight.
Okay, so you guys are going along in the cave, moving just completely silently. And something kind of like in your head, you're just like, you just can tell there's other things in this cave. And you're suddenly like, this is really good that we're moving silently. And like, right as you think that, Will's armor just scrapes up against a piece of rock, making just the loudest scraping noise ever. And with your light, you suddenly see that out of some crevices in the walls pop out skeletons with swords and like, ragged shields. And there are 9 of them. Roll initiative, everyone.
Ooh.
Mm.
Dun, da, da, da.
Oh, that's not bad.
Give me 1 second. I'm finding a different set of dice.
You're good. I'm pulling out my pen and paper to plot this out here in this little cavern.
Can you roll for me, Josh?
Totally.
Laird rolled an 18
Awesome.
for initiative.
18 for Laird. 16 for Aurora.
15 for Ari.
Perfect.
4.
Hey, you know what?
Vico.
It's
Vico.
Vicor.
D&D Beyond. That is much better. 4.
Also 4. What's your modifier, Will?
This is +0.
+0. Okay, so I'm gonna have you go after Vicor.
It's all right. I'm the cleric. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Cleric with a low initiative is okay.
I'm just writing down the health of the skeletons real quick.
Mhm.
Let me do some initiative for them.
What is your diet plan? You look great. Very thin.
And have we had a short rest or long rest since the encounters with the hyenas?
You have had a short rest, but not a long rest.
Okay.
Yes.
Man, and then we just rolled into a town.
Yep.
Yep.
No long rest yet because you traveled all night through the crossing. So you guys are starting to get tired.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
So Laird, you actually get to go first. These 9 skeletons pop out. What would you like to do about these undead fiends?
I have an initial question about this.
Yes.
First of all, how big is the cave? Like vaguely dimension wise?
The cavern you're in right now it's about 15 feet tall and about 20 feet wide.
Okay,
Some
so
little alcoves that these skeletons are popping out of.
decent sized cave. Okay, question number 2. With my natural 20 on stealth, which added up to a 22, am I still stealthed while these skeletons are currently heading toward the idiot in the back?
Yes, because you don't have a light shining, so you actually are still hidden in the shadows. So you would get sneak attack or advantage on your attack because you're hidden from the skeletons.
Well,
They are drawn to sound in the darkness. They are currently all going for Rogvit.
I'm going to hold my turn.
Okay.
Or I'm going to hold an action. My longbow is coming out, and I'm going to point it at the skeleton that is in the back, not the one that is closest to Rogzit as they shamble forward.
Okay.
And basically, if any of them turn around and come after me, is when I'm going to shoot them.
Okay. Fair
and
enough.
I'm just going to stay where I am.
Okay. Sounds good. Aurora, you are up, Katie. What do you want to do?
I'm going to do like a thump kick at them, like a rabbit type.
Oh, heck yeah.
So an unarmed strike.
You can absolutely do that. Yeah, that'll be a +4 if you want to roll it. Roll the dice and then roll a d20 and let me know with the +4.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
We're getting the dice.
Yeah, summoning the dice.
Okay, I got a 19. So then.
Oh, that absolutely hits. So then, for your damage, you'll want to roll a d4 for me, and you're going to get +3 on that.
Oh wait, I rolled a d20 on that first one.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's
okay.
A d20 is to hit, and then the d4 is your damage.
I see. We got a 2.
Perfect. So with the +3, you deal 5 damage. So you kick the skeleton back, and you hurt it pretty bad. It staggers back, and it's taken 5 damage.
Okay.
So you took about a third of its health with that one hit. So nicely done. And then I'm looking to see if you have any bonus actions. Oh yeah, as a bonus action, you can enter Rage, which means on your next attack, you'll have advantage. And if any of them hit you, you take less damage. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Cool. So you get real upset at these skeletons and are like, I'm going to fight you.
I growl. I start foaming at the mouth.
Yes. Excellent. Ari, you are up next. And so for your character sheet for spells, we talked about when you leveled up, you could also get, let's see. Do you want to have the Thunder Wave spell, which can kind of hit a bunch of skeletons at once?
Sure.
Sweet.
Let's do
So
that.
you have that as an option on your character sheet, but you can also do Ice Knife, where you can throw an ice shard at one, and then it'll explode and hit the other ones around it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try the Thunder Wave.
Nice. Thunder Wave is a solid one. So for Thunder Wave, a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you, and each creature within 15 feet has to make a saving throw. And if they fail, they take 2d8 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from you. You want to do that one? Because that'll hit 5 of the skeletons actually that are around you.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll go for that.
Perfect. Because yeah, you were up in the front leading the group, so that's perfect. So can you roll 2d8 for me, 2 of the 8-sided dice?
First roll is 3.
Cool.
Second roll is 6.
Nice. So that's 9 damage. So I'm going to roll Constitution saving throw for the skeletons. And it looks like your spell DC is 13. Okay. So they get a +2. Okay. So the first one, so you hit the one that Katie had just kicked back, and your Thunder Wave turns it into a pile of dust. It just evaporates. It's gone. And then the other one takes just 4 damage. It kind of like puts its shield up and takes most of the blast. And then let's see, those 2 pass. And that one fails. Okay. So you kind of knock back one of the other skeletons, and then the other 3 put up their shields, and they take more minor damage, but they're still hurt. But one of them gets pushed way back and gets knocked down pretty good. So it's pretty badly wounded. So that was awesome. Great attack. All right, that takes out the majority of their group is below half health now, so that's really good. Alrighty, so skeletons 2 and 3 are going to attack, and they're going to charge forward at Rogvit, and they are each going to attack with their scimitars, which is a +4 to hit. What's your AC, Will?
17.
Okay, good. That is 2 misses in a row.
Ah,
So the 2 skeletons come over and you just block them with your armor. And then skeleton 4 is going to also run towards Will, and he's going to attack with the scimitar as well. I almost dropped my dice there, but that is a 17, so I just barely hits you.
ooh.
And they do 1d6 + 2 of damage. I'm going to get my special green dice for this one.
Oh.
Ooh, 7 damage.
Ooh.
Rolled a 7 on a 6-sided die. God damn it. These things hate you, William.
No, it was a 5 and he gets +2. So for transparency. Skeleton 5 is going to try to attack the Raging Barbarian of Aurora. So that one's going to come for Katie with a scimitar. And it rolled a 16, which I believe hits you. Let me double check. So that does hit you. And it runs up and slashes at you. Ooh, I rolled a 6. So that's 8 damage total. So, Aurora, you take a pretty bad hit in the back from one of these skeletons. It runs up and it slashes at you in the back, and you feel pain course through your body as you're like, "Oh, I just got hit really badly." But actually, because you're raging, it halves that damage. So you actually take 4 instead of 8. So it still hurts bad, but you're not at half health quite yet. So that's good. And Vikor, it is your turn. There are 7 skeletons remaining. Or sorry, 8 skeletons. 8 skeletons. I can't count.
Okay. Question, does Firebolt only affect one?
Let me look at your Firebolt here real quick because I don't know off the top of my head. Firebolt, yes, it is a single creature.
Okay. Cool. I'll actually take out my crossbow
Nice.
and aim carefully down at the one closest to me, probably. I don't know which one that is.
That would be Skeleton 9.
Okay, so Skeleton 9, gonna go ahead. 17 hit
A 17 absolutely hits.
and 8 damage.
Ooh, nice. So it is way below half health. You fire a crossbow and you hit it right in like one of its like rib cages, and one of its arms falls off with the shield arm and a bunch of its ribs. It's like you hit the perfect point to just knock off a bunch of like half of the skeletons like missing, and it keeps
Love it.
coming at you with its sword, but it's half damage now. Well done. You said that was 8 damage, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All righty. Rogvit, you are up, my friend.
All right, and just so that I'm clear, there's the 3 skeletons around me that just tried to attack me.
Correct.
I'm just going to hold my mace straight up and say, "Fear not, companions. Her divine light will protect us all," and I will cast Word of Radiance. So all 3 of the skeletons have to do a Constitution save and of 14 or take 1d6 damage.
Nice. Fail, and a nat 1. So if you want to roll that d6 for me, and all 3 of them will take that amount of damage.
All right. Even the app has betrayed me. That's 1 damage.
No. Because, well, okay, so 2 of them take 1 damage, but the one that rolled a nat 1, roll again for it. I want it to take some proper damage.
5.
Okay, good. So one of them kind of shrivels up from the light, and you see its bones kind of start to crack and turn like a frail gray color. But the other 2 kind of stand strong and don't seem very much affected by your light. But you affected 3 of them, so that's good. Skeleton 7 is going to try to fire an arrow at Vikor. Does a 16 hit you, Vikor?
Barely.
Barely, but it does.
Yeah.
Oh no. You take 3 damage from an arrow glancing your shoulder.
Okay.
Yep. Skeleton 8 is going to also attack the Harengon barbarian, which is Katie. And that hits, but she takes half damage because she's raging. So 6 damage, so you only take 3 damage. So one of the skeletons runs up and it kind of like exchanges sword strikes with you, and you block it with your axe, but then it kind of cuts your like bicep as it slashes around. So you guys see that Aurora's taking a couple hits. She's going to need some help soon. And finally, Skeleton 9 is going to attack Ari, who cast that spell of Thunderwave earlier. It rolls a 15. Let me check your... It looks like a 15 is your armor class, so it just barely hits you, Ari. And you take 5 damage. If you want to put that on the top right of your sheet, just to record it there. So a skeleton runs up and slashes you in the shoulder pretty bad with its jagged little scimitar.
Mm.
Do you already add the last one into mine?
Yeah, I've been tracking yours since I know you're having trouble logging into the app.
Thank you.
Of course. But that brings it back around to Laird. What are you going to do?
So, okay, this is bad posture on my account, but just because I was holding action and my trigger didn't happen because it was, are they gonna, that like if they attack me, can I just retcon this once to if they attack anyone but Rogzit, I can tell.
So yes,
I'm
very
just,
retcon that.
so can I just roll for my loose shot before we get to my turn?
Absolutely. You target a skeleton 9.
All right, cool. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
A 12 does not hit.
Oh, am I revealed then?
Yes.
Oh, well, fuck.
But now it is your turn again.
Now it is my turn again. Okay.
Me, you meant like the royal me.
Yeah. The royal,
what I hate.
the royal you. Yeah, exactly. Like the royal we, man. Anybody who I deem so longbow's going on the ground, and I'm hand axe and clubbing out.
Nice.
And I'm just would the closest one be next to Miss Herringon, Aurora?
Actually, the ones that are attacking the vision I had you guys in was that Ari was first, followed by Katie the Herringon, and then Will, and then you, and then Vikor in the back. So the ones that are so actually skeleton 9 would be the closest to you as well.
Okay, I was going to say, like, I'm just going to go intentionally around Rogzit, and I'm going to attack the one that's the ones that are hammering our barbarian.
Perfect. You are able to do so.
Just like, you got this. And let's see, club and hand axe. What's going to be more fun? Fuck it, I'm going to go with the club.
Well, if they're one-handed weapons, you can attack twice if you want.
I've only got one attack per action at this level. So, wait. I have.
No, if they're one-handed though, you can do 2.
I have 2 weapon fighting. Oh, wait, actually, sorry. I just remembered this. I have my fucking fighting style. Yes, I have blind sight with a range of 10 feet.
Excellent.
Within that range, I can effectively see anything that's not behind total cover. All right, so I'm just daredeviling my way through here.
Excellent.
Okay, let's go for 2. Let's go for 2 attacks then. All right, I'm going to roll for the club first, and that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I'm going to roll damage on that first to see if. Oh wow, I forgot that the club is that shitty. So that's going to be 3 melee damage.
Okay, you knock skeleton 5 down to 1 HP with that hit.
Suck it, you bastard! And I'm just going to follow up with a hand axe to that same guy.
Awesome.
It's a 17 to hit.
Cool. No need to roll damage. He had 1 HP, so you destroy him.
Later, bitch.
So you club the skeleton down to its knees and then just take its head off with the axe. Very nicely done.
That's how we do it in the caves.
Aurora, it is your turn next, and I'm just looking through your abilities. Let's see. You do have the option to rabbit hop away from the attack, which will. So right now, Katie, because there's skeletons all around you, if you were to move away from them, they would get to attack you because you're kind of disengaging from them. But with your rabbit hop special ability, you can jump away and they can't attack you. So you could put some distance between yourself and the bulk of the skeletons if you wanted, or you could stay where you're at and attack them and then do a rabbit hop. So you have options.
All on the same turn?
All on the same turn, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use my dagger
Cool.
to attack the closest one to me.
Perfect. Just so you know, your hand axe does more damage. So you could attack with your hand axe and then your dagger. You can have one in each hand. So you could attack twice, like Carey just did.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, do you want to roll on the phone? Or do you want me to roll for you real quick?
Roll.
Okay, cool. So first with your hand axe, you target the nearest skeleton to you, which is skeleton 6. And that's an 8 with your modifier. That's a 12. So your hand axe misses. It blocks with its sword, but you follow up with your dagger. And that hits for sure. That's a 17 plus 4. That's a 21. Nice job. So I'm going to roll the little 4-sided dice here. And that does 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Awesome. So you hit that skeleton for 4 damage with your dagger, cutting across its little like jagged ribs, and they crumble underneath your dagger strike.
Amazing.
Yes. Ari, it is your turn next. There are 6 skeletons remaining. Or sorry, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 7 skeletons remaining.
I'm gonna grab my dagger, and the closest one to me was the one that Aurora was fighting, correct?
Correct, yeah. So you have skeletons 4 and skeleton 6 are the closest to you. Skeleton 4 is wounded more.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go after skeleton 6.
Cool.
And I roll a 9 with a damage of 5.
So a 9 does not hit. It blocks it with its little shield.
Sad.
Yes. But you can also, let me look at your character sheet and see if there's anything else you can do on your turn. Because the attack was an action. You could also attack with your staff if you wanted to. It doesn't do as much damage, but you could attack with that as well. And then I'll see if you have any bonus action spells.
Sweet. I will do that. I attack and get a 4, so that probably.
Nope, that doesn't hit. Let's see here. I'm looking at if there's any bonus actions. Actually, you could have cast Shillelagh on your, it's a fun one to say, Shillelagh on your quarterstaff to make it do a little more damage. So let's roll that one again and say you cast Shillelagh to make your club kind of comes, or your quarterstaff comes to life with like a bunch of thorns and like it grows in size with magic. So you're able to hit out with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll again for your attack with your quarterstaff.
Do I hit the shillelagh roll or do I hit the quarterstaff button?
Hit the Shillelagh roll.
Hit the shillelagh.
It's a fun one to say.
And then that time it was 13.
That just barely hits. Awesome. So then you roll the damage next to it, and hopefully it's enough to take that thing down.
Then the damage was 6.
Okay, nice. So it's almost defeated. You take down most of its health, though, with that hit. Nice job. So you smack it right in the shoulder, and a bunch of its bones crumble down, and it's all like, moving weird now. So nice job. Awesome, awesome. So Skeleton 2 is going to try to attack Laird with an arrow now. And it rolls a 20. Oof.
Ah, you fucker.
So Laird, you take 11 damage as an arrow strikes you right in the collarbone.
Ah,
Ew.
son of a crumb.
Skeleton 3 is going to go for, because Katie, you hopped away right after your attack. You did the rabbit hop.
Do I have to roll for that?
Nope.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just-
then I did the rabbit hop.
Okay, perfect. I just mark on you can only use it twice per day or twice per long rest.
Okay.
So I'm just going to mark down that you used it once.
Amazing.
But yes, it's a fun one. Because that was a bonus action. Perfect. So Ari, one of the skeletons is going to fire an arrow at you. And that misses. And then skeleton 4 is going to fire an arrow at Vikor. And that hits for 7 damage. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh no. You guys see an arrow hit Vikor in the shoulder, and he falls to his knees and then falls to the ground unconscious.
Oh.
Man, he sure had a long way to go down, didn't he?
Does he take falling damage?
No, he does not.
He's just under the 10 feet mark. That would make him roll a d6 on that.
Skeleton 6 is going to fire an arrow at the Harengon, which is Katie, Aurora, and he misses. And now it is Vikor's turn. So Vikor, roll a death saving throw.
Oh, hey, look what popped up there. Okay, let's see. Okay. How do I roll that?
Just roll a d20. You can do it on if you put your things down to 0, like your health down to 0.
Yeah, it
You should be
is,
able-
and then it shows failure, success, death saves.
Yeah. So you should
Okay.
be able to just click that thing and it should roll for you.
It doesn't.
Want me to roll it for you?
No, I got it. I'll
Okay.
roll 1d20.
Okay, perfect.
4.
Okay, that's so you have to fail 3 times to like die, but
Fail
everyone,
once.
Vigor is on the ground dying. This is really scary.
I'm bleeding out.
Oh no, Rogvid, it is your turn.
Oh, good.
Now
That's
stop.
freaking
It's
up
cleric
to them.
time.
Mm.
Am I within 5 feet of Vicor?
You are.
All right. So first thing,
Help.
I am going to. Okay, yeah, that's touch. So first off, I am just gonna swing my mace over and just like clear one of the skeletons out of my way so that I can make sure I can reach him.
Perfect. So that would be skeleton 6. Please roll an attack.
Where is my mace? There it is. Oh, I did the damage roll, but I meant to do that. So 19 total.
Absolutely hits.
Nice.
Can I use that damage roll I already rolled, or should
You
I roll?
absolutely
again?
no. You can use what you rolled.
That was a 6.
You bash its head in, and it falls to the ground defeated.
All right, and then
Now there are only 6 skeletons.
as a bonus action, I am just going to reach down and say, "Oh no, it's too early for a nap, friend," and try to pull him up and cast. What is the spell called? Cure Wounds.
Oh, good. That's a good one.
And heal him for 16.
Nice.
So 13 plus, since I'm a life cleric, he gets an extra 3.
That
Ooh.
brings Caleb back to life.
Woohoo.
Vigor suddenly feels warmth and rejuvenation flow through his body as his wounds magically heal, and he is back to probably full health, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I have 15 HP, so you can't
Yes.
go above, right?
I'm gonna try to. I know as a bonus action I can't actually, but narratively I'm trying to help him up.
Yeah, totally. He'll be able to get prone as a bonus action instead of an action, or get unprone on his next turn because you're helping him narratively. Sweet. Well, now it is Skeleton 7's turn. That is going to fire at the cleric, an arrow, which misses. Skeleton 9 is going to assume a defensive posture, so it'll be a little bit harder to hit with its shield. And then Skeleton 8 is going to attack Ari, and it misses with its arrow. You guys are getting lucky. Nice. Laird, it is back to you at the top of the order, my friend.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to do what every good hunter should do on their first turn, but every good hunter always forgets it. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the closest skeleton to me,
Yes.
which means I get to put an extra D6 of damage onto the fucker.
Heck yeah. That's going
Okay.
to be Skeleton 8. Go for it.
Excellent. And Skeleton 8 is going to catch a hand axe to the face and a
Are you
club.
throwing it?
So, I'm
you're-
gonna get close and then hatchet, then club.
Do it.
Okay, so for the hatchet, that's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right, looks like I'm going for the club. That is another 11 to hit.
No.
Well, this didn't work out the way that I imagined. So,
Is that your turn?
yep, I mean, yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, valiant effort, Laird. Well done. Aurora, it is your turn. You have kind of moved away from the bulk of the action, but you can jump back in. You are still raging, so you get advantage on any strength checks or saving throws, and you do +2 damage when you hit someone, and you take half damage. So those are all very good things.
Okay. I'm gonna do the longbow.
Ooh, very fancy.
How many which skeletons are left?
There are 6 skeletons, and the most wounded one is skeleton 4. So you could try to hit that one and take it out if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Sweet. Want me to roll for you?
Yes, please.
Sweet. So with your bow, you get a +4. So I'm going to roll. That is a 21. That absolutely hits. Awesome, awesome. And you get 1d8 plus 2. Let me find an 8-sided dice. I'll use one of my favorites, a blue and copper one here.
Ooh,
Blue and copper.
very nice.
Yes. So that does 6 damage. So you fire at skeleton 4 and you knock its head right off and it falls to the ground destroyed.
Amazing.
So now there are 5 skeletons left. Nice job. And so, Ari, it is your turn.
I'm also gonna grab my longbow
Nice.
and I will fire at the one closest to my downed comrade.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. So that's going to be skeleton 9. And because it readied for its shield, it would be harder to hit. But because you're behind it, that doesn't apply. So you can just roll at normal and try to hit it. So
And I rolled a 15
that hits.
Nice.
with damage.
That's why you don't leave your lack of ass hanging out there, idiot.
8.
8. That kills it. Nice.
Woo.
Now there are 4 skeletons. As you shoot that one in the back and you hit it right at the base of the skull, and its head just flops off, and the rest of the bones just crumble and fall to pieces. Nice job. All right.
Lovely,
So
cartoon style.
yes.
Mhm.
So skeleton 2 gets its turn. It's going to run over towards Vikor and Rogvit, and skeleton 2 is going to attack Rogvit, and he rolls a nat 20.
Bring it on.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you take 10 damage.
Maybe don't bring it on.
And Rogzit goes down.
Oh no. A skeleton bashes into Rogvit as he's helping up Vikor and stabs him in the side. They fall to the ground. Skeleton 3 is up. He's going to fire an arrow at Laird. He rolls a 7, so he absolutely misses.
Ah, miss me,
Vikor,
you
it
dirty
is
cunt.
yeah, Vikor, it is your turn. As a bonus
Oh,
action, because he was helping you, as he got tackled, it pulled you to your feet, so you are on your feet now.
okay.
Yes.
Great.
Oh no, such tragedy. Mr. Smiles has gone down.
Let's see here. Gonna cast a firebolt
Nice.
at
There's skeletons 2 and 3, the ones that just tackled you. Those are at 8 health, and skeletons 7 and 8 are at full health.
I'm going after just one of the ones that are closest to me, so one of the
Perfect.
8 health ones. Oh my gosh. 8 to hit.
No, an 8 does not hit.
Well, apparently I'm
Um,
still feeling doozy from
Wait, if you fired at the one closest to you, which is fighting Laird, it's flanked, so roll at advantage because it's
Okay.
engaged with Laird with his weapons.
17
That hits.
Way
and
to
a
look like a
7 damage.
jackass there, dude.
How much damage did you do?
7.
Okay, so you got it down to 1 health. Nice.
Ah, so close.
So close. And Rogvit, roll a death save.
Right. Is there a death save function on the app, or do I trust my die that had betrayed me earlier?
Let's trust your die that betrayed you earlier.
All right.
Just apologize first. Apologize to it.
All right. I'm sorry for my my toxic positivity. Please help me.
Help me.
Or, I mean, this might just be the healer's path for this one. 11.
That's a pass. Okay, good. So Rogvit, you're on the ground and you're bleeding out bad, but you might be stabilizing. Skeleton 7 is going to fire an arrow at Ari, and it misses. And Skeleton 8 is going to try to attack Vikor, and he misses. Awesome. Laird, it is back to you, my friend. There are 4 skeletons up. The one near you has just gotten hit by a firebolt and has 1 health left.
I'm gonna attack that one with my club.
Do it.
Like it's hockey stick on the ground, and I'm going straight for the flagpole.
Yes.
That is a 14 to hit.
That absolutely hits. Just barely. It's a 13 AC, so
Hell yes.
close.
And
Pop off his head.
that's 5 damage
That lops his head off. Clean off. And
from the nuts, which means it went through the hips and then took off the chin.
Carey, roll me a D12. If you get an 11 or a 12, that skull's going to hit one of the other skeletons and cause some minor damage.
Oh, I like this.
Ooh.
That's a 9.
No, it misses. One of the other skeletons looks back and goes with its little garish jaw there.
Yeah.
So you scare it a little bit, but it doesn't hit it. But good job.
Yeah,
Nolan.
that's right. Well, I'm going to get as close as I can to the next closest skeleton. I'm going to go hand axe for the face.
That's skeleton 3. Go for it.
All right. Let's see. Nope, that is not going to hit with a 10.
Nope. It blocks you with its little what do you call it? Not, I was going to say crampled. That's not a word. With its little like dented and like, carved up shield. It blocks it.
It just mans me. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you shall not pass.
Yes. There's one skeleton with just no weapons. It's just a monk, Yeah.
God, you know what? I guess this is what happens when you get older.
Aurora, it is your turn. There are 3 skeletons remaining.
Okay.
Do you want to use your longbow again, or pull out your hand axe and your dagger?
Let's do the combo.
Cool.
Kill him with the combo.
Cool. You go for skeleton 3 that just dodged Laird's attack. That's the one that's closest to you. And so we'll roll first with your hand axe. That absolutely hits. That's a 21. And your hand axe does 1d6 plus 2. I'm going to use my blue and copper die for you.
Ooh.
That does 3 damage, so you get it down to 5 HP. And let's finish it off with that dagger. You just might be able to kill it with this hit. That hits. That's
Nice.
a 13, just barely. And with the dagger, that's going to be 1d4 plus 2. Okay, so you've got to get a 3 or a 4 to kill this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll it good.
That was a 3. You kill it.
Woo.
Describe how you kill it
Oh, okay.
with your dagger.
With the dagger,
Yes.
I run towards it. I hop towards it,
Yeah.
yelling for hitting my back. That's what it did. Yeah.
Yes, it did. Awesome. And you charge into it and you just stab it right in like the bottom of its ribs, and like you twist and it comes in half, and then it just falls to the ground and like clangs to pieces.
Amazing.
Nice job. Ari, you are up. There are only 2 skeletons remaining.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the longbow again,
Nice.
and I'll go for the one that has maybe the highest life.
Perfect. Yeah, they're both these 2 haven't taken any damage yet, so they're both at full health.
Okay, then
So-
I'll go to the one closest to me.
Perfect.
I rolled a 10.
Ooh, that does not hit. They were misses. It flies through its ribs and doesn't hit anything, but it was so close.
Where's the shot?
Yep, that's a good shot. And then I'm going to look real quick and see if there's any other bonus actions you might be able to do on your turn. Nope, that is all of them. All right. That was a valiant shot. Good job. Vigor, you are up. There are 2 skeletons left.
Thank goodness. I'm going to cast another firebolt because I'm angry that I missed that first one. So I'm going to redeem myself.
Awesome.
Casting it at whoever has the lowest health. So is
They're
it?
both at full
They're
health.
both at full. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Did you say you were heated?
Yes, I would. I am heated that I missed. So not going to miss this one with an 18.
Perfect. You hit it.
And 3 damage. It was a 7 and then slowly rolled.
Oh no. Well, it is down to 10 health. Rogvit, make a death saving throw. You hit it and you burn off like part of its shoulder, Caleb.
Cool.
Yeah.
Darkened the bone a little bit.
Yeah. Singed it. Will, you're on mute.
All right, that is a 10.
That passes. 10 passes. Does yeah, because it's 1 through 9 is a fail and 10 passes. Oof, by the skin of your teeth, my friend.
All right.
All right, but
Maybe-
he's still clinging to life. Life cleric. I love it.
Maybe the healer is looking out for me.
Skeleton 7 is going to fire an arrow back at Vikor, who just injured it. That's a miss. Skeleton 8 is going to attack Laird and rolled a nat 1, so he does not hit.
Sucks to you too. Well, to be entirely honest, we might be about the same age, so.
Laird, that brings it back to your turn. Would you like to attack the skeleton that just failed to attack you?
First and foremost, I like the bonus action, move my hunter's mark onto this.
You can do so.
The skeleton. So in my head, like there's just like this, you know those like old school reading magnifying glasses that like would go onto a page, like the dome ones
Oh, yeah.
for like 80-year-old people who still want to read a book. Like,
Yeah, the little
that's-
like square ones with the dome.
Exactly. That's what I imagine is the hunter's mark for him. It's the bifocal magnifying glass. Like hunter's mark. It's like,
I'm just like those reading glasses that you just keep like on your shirt. Just
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, that's what you look like. Okay, so
in front of the sunglasses.
now let's go for the hit. So with the club, it's another 11.
That does not hit.
Oh, this is just not a good day for Laird. Hand axe, final fucking lead. Okay, with the hand axe, that's a 21 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
Okay, let me roll for damage. That's my trusty. Okay, max damage. So that's gonna be 7 total damage.
Nice. It's down to 3 HP. You hit it real hard.
Plus my hunter's mark damage, which is 3 more.
That's a kill. Describe how you wreck this thing.
Well, I'm gonna peer real close through my hunter's magnifying glass. And when the club misses and it looks up at me and is like, ha, it just catches the axe on the other side of the head.
Nice.
And just completely like the only thing that's left is the jaw that just like falls away.
Excellent.
And that's
Excellent.
my turn.
There's one skeleton left. Aurora, you want to bring it home and knock this thing down?
I would like that.
Do you want to use your combo again, the 1-2 punch?
Yes.
Okay, so you hop over to it and you attack first with your hand axe. And that's a hit. That's a 17. And your hand axe is, let me double check the damage.
It is a 4.
Oh, no, actually, that's to hit. Your damage is 1d6 plus 2.
Oh. Let's see.
That's a 5. It's nice. So you knock it down. It has 8 health left.
Okay.
Then you attack with your dagger. That's a crit. That means you get that's a natural 20. Nat 20. So you get to roll twice for the damage.
Right.
Yes. So I will roll for you a 1d4 twice, and then you also get +2. So with these 2 dice, you might be able to kill this thing on this turn.
Okay.
So you get it down to 3 health. You rolled a 5.
Okay.
So you stab it in the back, and it's down to like 3 health. As you stab it in the back and like cut off a bunch of its ribs. So it's looking real haggard, and that brings it to Ari. It is your turn. The last skeleton has only 3 health left. What do you do?
I think I will do again with the longbow.
You got it.
This time.
Again with the longbow.
And you get to roll twice and use the higher number because Katie's fighting it right now, so you're flanking it. So you
Okay.
get a bonus. Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, got a 12. 18.
That absolutely hits.
Nice.
With a damage of 4.
That kills it. You hit it right in the head, and the arrow sticks in there, and it kind of turns and looks at you, and then it just goes to the ground. So the combat is over. You all have survived. If someone wants to go help Rogvit, he is on the ground bleeding out right now.
Well, can I roll my last death save to make sure that
Yeah,
we've all
please do.
survived?
Yes.
6.
So you failed that one.
What does that mean?
Oh, it means I'm still bleeding on the ground.
Yes, you guys can stabilize him though.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll hop over. How do I stabilize him?
You just start bandaging his wounds. You would know how to do this as a barbarian. So you start bandaging his wounds and staunching the bleeding, you know?
Sure.
Get that medicine check in there.
Oh yeah, roll a medicine check. So for you, that's going to be
It is +2.
sweet. I'll
Oh,
roll
it's
for
better
you.
than mine. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna have his like holy necklace and I'm gonna be dangling it over him like heal him. Heal him. He
Heal him.
never fucking shuts up about you, so you should heal him. This is how clerics,
Aw,
right?
that's so sweet. See?
I'm
That's
just
that's
covering.
exactly what he says as he wakes up, because Aurora, your medicine check was a 12. So that absolutely gets him healed and he's back to 1 HP.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh,
This is the
Where are
roughest
the
fight you guys have
skeletons?
had yet.
oh. Glorious.
Hey, hey, Rogsith, what's your passive perception?
Let me double check that. 16.
Well, I rolled an 18 on my sleight of hand. Can I just kind of like try to pocket his holy symbol and then be like, nah, like I actually have that like crisis of conscience for a second. Like, I don't want to be that asshole, and he'd know. So I make it kind of look like a shitty magic trick. So it's just like,
Well, my holy symbol is on my breastplate.
oh yeah, I took that off. I whipped out my stone chisel and I was like I actually just like popped the symbol off so I could hold it in front of you and do the healing
Yeah.
thing.
Just as the barbarian is like doing like CPR, you're just running off.
Kunk, 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 kunk. Got it. There. Ha. Devil be gone.
Further down the cave, you hear shuffling again.
I swear to God, this chicken must be worth it.
Well, before we do anything else, I am going to use my channel divinity again. And who else is looking rough? I know that I took some serious damage, and the barbarian was at half health.
Yeah, she's at just below half health.
Did anybody else take a lot of damage?
Yeah. Your boy here is.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and I will use my channel divinity and split 5 health between the two of you. So 5 health each.
And Ari's also down 5 hit points as well. So you're at 12 out of 17 right now.
Yes.
Solid.
And then I will. Oof. I will cure wounds on myself. And oh, right, I have to be alive first.
You are alive. Oh, Vicor, while they're doing this, can you roll a perception for me?
Yes. 11.
11? Okay, you don't notice anything special.
With my underground senses here, between the blind fighting and my 120-foot dark vision, because I'm a Duragar, can I also perception check?
Yes, and you would get advantage on it because of all those things.
Hell yeah. All right, let's see. I'll take the 15 plus 3. That'll be an 18.
Okay, so you can tell that basically as the cave goes on, you think based on the acoustics that there's probably an underground lake further in, but you also think there's a small offshoot chamber, and that's where you're hearing some movement coming from up ahead. So it's likely a small room, which wouldn't be able to house many large enemies. So you do notice that.
I put my hand against the wall and I relay that to people like, oh, yep, I definitely feel a room over here somewhere. It's close, and we're definitely near a lake. So we got water, and oh, I'm hearing something else. Sounds like a lady. Yep, there's a woman down there with a sword, and she said she wants to make you a monarch of a country. Yep, lady in the lake. That's exactly what I heard.
Oh, that definitely sounds like a divine savior.
Absolutely. So let's well, rooms are smaller than lakes usually. So why don't we check out the room first?
That is
Before you guys can go there, you hear a shuffling coming out of the room, coming towards you. And as it steps into your vision, you guys see a goose.
Crossbow.
A
I
goose
fucking knew it was a chicken.
with a golden necklace with a purple diamond in it. There's a goose.
Can I roll animal handling?
You certainly can.
Do you have speak with animals as a druid? Like,
She
is that one
does.
of your?
She does have speak with animals.
Yes. I rolled a 13.
That's still enough that it kind of come towards you and isn't very hostile. It kind of walks up to you with its head and kind of looks at you and goes, "Aha!" What do you all do?
Do you translate for us?
Yeah, you can cast speak animals and talk to it.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay. You can now speak to the animal in its language.
Are you the god? What's the god's name?
I am geese.
Whisper.
I am goose. They call me Icthelionitis. It is a very long name.
I sit around and announce that we found our missing god, and he is in fact this goose.
Ah! Ah!
You think? Did the necklace not give it away?
Well, I kind of shrug.
We don't want to
What?
just kidnap a random goose.
I mean, if you're hungry enough, and to be entirely honest, I'm getting close.
Even I wouldn't eat a goose. Come on.
Ah!
Why not?
This cave is so dark, it says to you.
Does
Yeah.
he
Why,
have
oh,
a
sorry.
bag or a box?
My bed is back in village. I don't know how to get there.
The good news is the goose wants to go home, so we can return him fairly easily, I'd imagine. We just need something to carry him in.
Can I just pick him up?
Yes.
Let
The
him go.
barbarian goes and picks him up. Roll an animal handling check, though, just to see if you do it gently. What's your roll on that? Is it +0?
Oh, +0, yes.
You rolled a 12. You're able to pick it up.
All right. So I just pick it up and kind of hold it at arm's length and like, let's go.
It's an awkward weight to where you're like, this is heavy, and it's kind of like just got a weird body. So you're like, this isn't fun, but you can do it.
Yeah.
You know?
And start walking with it.
Oh, saviors come in many shapes.
You all make it back to the town, and they're cheering on the edge. They're like, Icthelionitis! Icthelionitis! And it's a goose.
Well,
Goose just kind of like flaps its wings and doesn't fly, and the head of the town runs over and says, Icthelionitis, let us take you back to your home. And they take you back there and they go, the holy saviors, come receive your treasures. And they take you into the temple to receive your treasures. And all the townspeople are like bowing to you. And that's a great place to end session 2.
I'm
Wow.
gonna say no to this.
Yeah. Great job, everyone.
That was fun.
Hey.
Mhm.